Yes, taking a swipe at the prayers and evidences submitted by Atiku Abubakar at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, one may make bold to say that Atiku may be unknowingly working for Peter Obi, despite being the first runner-up in the just concluded presidential election. Political analysts have predicted that the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, may be unknowingly working for Peter Obi. Taking a deep dive at one of the prayers presented by Atiku Abubakar at the Election Petition Tribunal, that the presidential candidate must win 25% of the Federal Capital Territory before he is declared the winner of the presidential election. Atiku Abubakar himself never won 25% in the Federal Capital Territory. As analyzed by most of the renowned senior advocates of Nigeria, the 25% is basically a constitutional requirement, as will be duly interpreted by the Election Petition Tribunal. Secondly, as obvious in Atiku Abubakar's petition, which was backed up by the evidences he tendered at the tribunal, the highly contentious certificate submitted by Tinubu was earlier filed at the High Court but was struck out on the grounds of jurisdiction. However, Atiku Abubakar tendered it again at the tribunal with arguments centered around the differentials in the font and the signature of 3 persons, which was obvious in the certificate as against the 2 persons submitted earlier by Tinubu. Wow, this is remarkable indeed. Now, Atiku Abubakar's lawyers have actually argued that the logo as found in the certificate is actually different from the one found in the original certificate submitted earlier to INEC. Like you can see in the images flashed on the screen, compare for yourself the difference between the one shown earlier and this one. One may begin to wonder, how did they gain access to this original copy? Reliable information has it that the copy was gotten from a subpoena who provided a certificate that was issued to Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Chicago State University many years ago. Atiku's lawyer, with all these obvious differentials, tells the court that Tinubu has forged this certificate, making it look like something that is not, all in a bid to deceive Nigerians and gain something that is rightfully not his. All the same, some have the opinion that if he truly schooled in the Chicago State University and lost his certificate in the 90s when his house was raided, why then couldn't he reapply for another one, or perhaps get a cover letter from the university? At worst case scenario, swear an affidavit. Research has however proven that rather than go through the normal and most appropriate route of getting a certificate, that is if it is truly legit, he resorted to going online to download and edit the University of Chicago certificate to present to INEC during documentation. Some have however stated categorically at this point that whether the certificate was legit or not, forgery is forgery when seen from the spectrum of the law. Others however think that this is the end for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as there will be hardly any other judicial gymnastics that can be used to exonerate him from the evidences provided. One may wonder at this point, how then is Atiku going to benefit from all these evidences should tribunal disqualify Tinubu for forgery? In an interactive section with some lawyers, they have argued that the only way Atiku can benefit directly from this, should Tinubu be disqualified, is if the court is not able to determine a true winner, because of course the judgment will not be delivered in isolation, as the judgment of the presidential election will be delivered conjunctively and not disjunctively, meaning the tribunal will analyze the prayers by the PDP and the Labour Party and deliver judgment on the same day. What this means is that the only way Atiku can be declared the winner is if none of the 3 candidates outrightly wins the election, which obviously is winning 25% in 24 states and the Federal Capital Territory. This, however, excludes areas identified to have been rigged or manipulated. Could there be an outright cancellation for the entire election? Lawyers have, however, argued that the chances are slim, especially as there are possibilities that a winner can emerge from the process already done, that is after disqualifying any of the major contenders where the evidences are substantial enough and excluding votes from areas with evidences of manipulation and rigging. Kindly do well to drop your comments in the comment section and let us know what your thought is about the current development in the Election Petition Tribunal. My name is Moses.